gran is in hospital because of you. She had a heart attack and she could have died because of you.
I'm as upset as anyone about what happened to Yasmin, but...
No, you're not. You're a liar. All you do is hurt people, Jeff. My gran, my family, your ex-wife. I mean, where is she, eh? It's kind of weird how she's suddenly just disappeared again, isn't it? Or is that just another one of your magic tricks?
How many times do I have to say this? She's not my ex-wife, and you've got this all wrong.
Oh, I don't think so. No. And you know something? I reckon that I'd be doing a lot of people a favour if I just stuck this in you right now.
All right, Alia. Hurting me dad's not going to help, is it? Just put the bottle down, eh? Try and stay calm and let's talk about it, shall we? Go on, pop it down. That's it.
OK, you're not having sex with her, so what are you paying her for that?
I don't know. Comfort, I think. When we're together, all we do is talk. About Bertie, mostly. About the things that he gets up to and how much he's growing every day. And Nikki's got a young daughter, so it's sort of like she understands.
So why can't you just find a normal girlfriend to do all this with?
Because I don't think that a normal girlfriend would be particularly happy wearing my dead wife's clothes. You think I've lost the plot, don't you?
No. If it makes you feel better, fill your boots. But you do know it's not real, yeah? She's just doing a job.
Of course I do. And I understand that maybe I got a bit confused, a bit carried away before. But it's all right now. We're going to be friends.
And you're sure you're going to be okay, just being friends?
Yeah, I am. Another beer?
Sure.
Maybe you should get off home and get some rest.
Yeah, Tim's right. I can clean this up and lock up for the day.
Don't.
Don't what?
Don't pretend that you give a damn about this place or me.
I'm only trying to help. We're attempting to run a business together, and you seem to be under quite a lot of strain.
Yeah, and that's all because of you. Why can't you open your eyes and see what he's really like? That almost everything that he says is a lie.
You see what I mean? I can't win, can I?
What's happened? What's with all the mess?
It was me, I did it. I lost it with a customer and I flipped.
Are you upset? I was outside talking to Tim when it happened. All I know is that customers came running out, we rushed inside, and the place was chaos. Isn't that right, Tim?
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
No, he is telling his version of the truth. Ever since he started back here, he has been undermining her. Getting a drinks license without telling her. Buying in crates of booze when he knows that that is not what she wants for this place.
I'm only trying to make a success of the business.
Can we just go, please?
Yeah. You need to wake up, mate. Because whatever this was about, he had something to do with it.
Do you hear that? Her gran stabs me in the neck. She goes for me with a broken bottle, and it's all my fault. It's unbelievable.
You okay?
No, I'm not. Not really. Look at all this mess. Will you give us a hand to clean it up?
Yeah, sure.
How is that then?
That was very, very nice. Thank you.
Listen, I know you're worried about Todd and why, but I'm sure the charity will be in touch if there's any news.
I know, but it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, isn't it? People go missing all the time. I mean, look at me. I nearly fell off the radar myself. And anyway, it's not me that I'm worried about, it's Eileen. After all she's been through over these past few years. Oh, I mean, what if something has happened to him? What if he's had an accident or something? Or someone's hurt him, or worse? I mean, losing a son, it would kill her, it really would.
You know Todd better than I did. But you've always said how smart and resourceful he was.
But I also know he took a lot of risks. And he upset a lot of people. So maybe this time, he upset the wrong one.
How many times? It's not about if I fancy you or not. It's just you can't stand in the middle of the street, start taking your kit off and getting jiggy with it.
Well, can I do it at home then?
I think we should just take things slowly, you know? I mean, given how you...
What, brain damaged?
I wasn't going to say that.
Hi, you two. You having a nice time?
Well, no, we're not, because apparently I'm an embarrassment.
What?
It's fine. Just leave it, will you?
Okay. Sorry.
Are you all right?
Well, no, of course I'm not. Especially not after embarrassing you in front of that stuck-up cow from the pub.
I don't give a toss what Jenny thinks. I mean, neither should you, about anyone for that matter. Look, what we were doing before, I mean, we were sat on here, we were talking, weren't we, and having a laugh like what normal couples do. That was nice. And before you started ripping your clothes off.
Well, that's just it, isn't it? I don't know what normal is anymore. And what if I'm always messing up or saying or doing the wrong things?
Because you're getting better every single day, and you will get through this. I know you will. I've got to go pick up Lil. Come on.
Back again?
Yeah. And, do you know, I was just wondering if I could just have a little word with you about the new rota.
No, of course. So you've had a chance to look at it then?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have. And I've noticed that my hours have been cut again.
I'm sorry about that.
And I've also noticed, funnily enough, that Chesney's and Bernie's have stayed the same.
Come on, Kath, they've got the quads to bring up. You know, I had to scale a few things back. There's nothing I could do.
Why? The shop is doing fine, especially on an evening when folks have had a few cans.
But it's not just about that.
Well, what's it about then, Dev? Come on, enlighten me. Listen, I have never been late, OK? I have never chucked a sickie.
No, come on, Kathy, you're great. I mean, you're the best, really. But listen, look, it's like a lot of businesses now. I've got some cash flow problems. It's going to take a while for me to sort this stuff out.
I'm not having a go, Dev, really not. But I need this job. And I understand that Bernie and Chesney could do with the money, but me and Brian aren't exactly rolling in it.
I'm sorry. Kathy, I really am. As soon as things get better, you will be the first to know.
They reduced.
Yeah.
I'll take 2, please.
Feeling any better?
No. Because he's winning, and I can't stand it.
What do you mean?
My gran's in hospital. I can't bear to work alongside him, but he won't let me buy him out. And now he's made an offer for my share in the business.
When?
This afternoon.
What did you say?
Well, I said no. And then he more or less promised to make my life a misery. And guess what? He is. Do you know why I was so short-staffed today? Because he texted Naveed and told him not to come in. So then I had to do everything, including the cooking, on my own.
Look, if it is causing you this much grief, I don't know, maybe you should think about selling up.
Why should I be the one to sell up? And I reckon having the business will give my gran something to focus on when she gets out. But if I'm honest, unless any new information comes out, I can't see that happening for a while. Especially with Elaine going missing. And you know what? I reckon he had something to do with that and all.
Look, whatever's happened to Elaine, you getting upset and smashing the business up's not the answer, is it?
I couldn't help it.
You're gonna have to try. Do you know how much I want to go round there right now and smack him in the mouth? Oh. But I'm not gonna do that because, well, he'd just have me up for assault and I'd probably end up banged up like your gran and Ali. And you need me here.
What do you mean, like Ali?
Yeah. That was him that called this morning. He got 4 months, thanks to Gary Windass.
Ryan, why didn't you say anything before?
Seriously, after the day you've had.
Ali gets put in prison and you can't even tell me.
Look, he can look after himself. He'll be all right. In the meantime, you've got to make sure that you don't let Jeff get to you like that again, because if you do, you will have won.
Money down the drain, all because of her hissy little fit.
Well, it was a bit more than a hissy fit, to be fair.
Well, it'll take much to set her off, believe me. Right, I'm going to lock up in a minute. Fancy a sneaky can or two at mine?
Maybe just the one.
Anything wrong? Only you've hardly said a word since Hurricane Alia left the building.
I just don't understand why she gets so worked up like that.
Well, she's got a temper, what can I tell you? Must run in the family.
And why does she keep banging on about you having something to do with Elaine disappearing?
How should I know? She's clutching at straws, saying anything to try and make me look like the bad guy in all of this.
And what about that Ryan? What was he talking about?
Well, all he hears is his girlfriend's side of the story, and he's hardly the sharpest tool in the box. Make a right couple, don't we? She's off her head, and he's as thick as two short ones.
Why are you laughing? She was crying.
And that's my fault, is it? How do you think I felt in all of this? Eh? Having a broken bottle shoved in my face again. Oh, but maybe you're right, eh? What on earth was I thinking? Offering to buy her share of the business to make her life and mine just a little bit easier.
Well, if that's all it was, why did she react like that?
I can't help it if she's struggling to run this place. And I'm not exactly having a great time myself, and the last thing I need is my son siding with the enemy.
The enemy? Thought she was your business partner.
Yeah, all right, Tim. I don't want to argue with you. Let's just have that drink, talk about something else, shall we?
Do you know what? I'm not that bothered.
Well, Tim, wait a minute, son. This is a nice surprise, sweetheart. Wasn't expecting to see you.
Well, I just came to get my jacket. I left it here last time I came round.
Oh, I see. And there's me hoping you come to see your old granddad.
Are you okay?
Not really, no. Thanks to my delightful co-worker, Alia.
Why? What's happened now?
She only went berserk. Started trying to smash up the restaurant.
What for?
She's off her trolley, just like her grandmother.
Who's had a heart attack?
Thank you. I'm aware of that.
Is she all right now?
Oh, Alia? I don't know. Frankly, I don't really care. I've had enough of her and her family trying to turn everyone against me, even my own son.
What do you mean?
Well, he kept asking me if I'd done anything to provoke her.
And had you?
Terrific. Now you're on her side as well.
No, I'm not. And I'm sure my dad isn't either. He's just tired of everyone arguing.
So am I. All this stress has put years on me. If this carries on, I'll be heading for an early grave. Never mind Yasmin.
Well, don't say that.
I'm sorry, love. I shouldn't be worrying you with all my problems.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Talk to your dad for me, would you? Tell him I'm sorry we had words, and I'm trying my best here. I really am.
Maybe you should just give him a bit of time to calm down.
Please, love. Just do it. For me.
We meet again. Daniel said he was seeing you later.
Yeah, I got a bit tied up.
Perils of the job, I suppose. So is this off the clock then, or how does it work?
We're just meeting as friends.
Friends? You barely know him.
I know a lot about him as happened.
Well, like how his wife died of cancer, how he couldn't cope, almost had a breakdown.
Yes. And I listened to him talk about it and her. What's a harm in that?
Well, he pays you to dress in her clothes.
Look, what do you want from me?
I want you to leave him alone. He's grieving, he's vulnerable, and you're taking advantage of him.
It's not like that.
Drop the tart with a heart routine. Or else prove me wrong. Turn around and walk away if you really care about him so much.
Then make it worth my while.
Hiya.
love. There's some food in the oven for you.
Ah, nice one.
How's your day been? Better than mine, I hope.
Yeah. I heard about what happened at Speed Dial.
Oh, yeah? Who from?
Grandad. I've just been over to the house. He wanted me to speak to you. Like, he's really upset about what happened with Alia and he thinks we're all turning against him.
Well, I appreciate your help, but I don't really want to talk about it right now.
I know you might not want to, but he seems really worried. He said that Alia was going crazy and smashing up the place. Why?
I don't know. I've no idea why she'd freak out like that.
You did say she was hysterical, crying her eyes out. And both her and Ryan said it was his fault.
Well, they would, wouldn't they?
And you've seen him having a go at me, haven't you, Faye?
Well, yeah, but he's never like that normally.
Maybe not to your face. Look, I know you're sticking up for him because he's your granddad. But trust me, that man has got a very nasty streak.
What, you're saying there's a woman hater now?
Well, he certainly doesn't like me.
Well, can you blame him? The way that you've been acting around him?
Look, I think I'm just gonna go to my room and give you two bits of peace. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things worse.
It's all right, love. It's not your fault. It's just been one of them days.
Groundhog Day.
Hey, I think I left my phone. Yo. Ah, here it is.
Okay.
So, I take it she didn't turn up then?
She could just be running late.
Or maybe she realised it wasn't a good idea after all. Maybe she's right.
I told you that we're just meeting up as friends.
Listen to yourself. You're not a friend, you're a client. It's a business transaction. She's after your money, that's all.
Maybe it started out like that. But the fact is, I like being with her, she likes being with me.
You mean when she's dressed up and she needs clothes?
I knew I shouldn't have told you that. That was a mistake.
Well, I'm glad that you did, because it's given me the chance to try and talk some sense into you. This is the last thing that you need in your life right now, and Bertie's.
Whoa. Don't you dare talk about my son like that. I would never do anything to hurt him.
Not intentionally, but you're not thinking straight.
You finished?
Yeah.
I don't want you to leave.
Do you know, I hate seeing you like this.
I'm all right.
No, you're not. Only been back a day and already he's getting to you. And Alia.
Well, he swears he doesn't know what made her snap. He reckons that she's probably just highly strung like Yasmin.
Yasmin was never like that, not until she met him.
Well, you don't know, do you? You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Maybe if that camera of his was working the night she attacked him, we'd know more, but...
Camera?
Yeah, he had a CCTV camera installed when they got broken into.
You never told me that.
Well, he didn't want anybody to know.
Yeah, and I can guess why. Because he knows everyone would think that was manipulative and creepy, and he'd be right.
Hey.
You all right?
Where's Lily?
She's upstairs. Max is reading her a story.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, Adelaide had to pay him £1 so he'd do it.
You sucker. Look, I'm sorry about upsetting Shona before.
You're all right. Wasn't your fault. Just caught us at a bad moment, that's all.
Is she okay now?
Yeah. Well, she was by the time I got her home.
Jenny said that she was acting a bit strange.
You got spies everywhere, haven't you?
No, just worried about her and you.
Thought you had enough to worry about.
Well, you know me, love a bit of grief porn.
She just struggles a bit, you know, with how to behave in certain situations. And then she gets upset and frustrated when she gets it wrong, but she's getting there, slowly.
Mostly thanks to you.
What else was I meant to do? Bin her off? I mean, I am her husband. Sickness and health and all that.
Some blokes would have.
Well, I guess I'm not most blokes.
No, I guess you're not.
How many times do I have to tell you? He had it installed as a security measure after they got broken into, and he didn't tell anybody because he didn't want to look weak or frightened.
So he says.
Well, why else would he do it?
Why do you think, Tim? keep an eye on Yasmin, see what she was up to when he wasn't there.
Come on, Sally. He was trying to protect his property and his family. You're making him sound like some head case control freak.
Which is exactly what Yasmin's called him. Oh, come on, Tim. You have to admit it is a bit twisted having a camera in a house. Who does something like that?
Somebody who's worried. But, you know, I know he's not perfect, but that don't make him out to be a bad person.
Oh, do you know, I really hope that having some time away would make you realise what was really happening, but it's like you can't see, or you won't see what is right in front of you.
You know what? I don't even know what you're talking about half the time these days.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's just you don't want to hear it. Because you know what? Your dad is doing to you exactly what he did to Yasmin. He's lying to you, Tim. He's manipulating you.
Oh, what, so you're a psychoanalyst now, are you?
She said Jeff was controlling and emotionally abusive, and not just her. Alia, Ryan, Kathy, Elaine.
You forgot to add yourself to that list.
What do you want me to say, Tim? That I think they're all wrong and that deep down he's a really nice guy? Because I don't think he is. I think he's a nasty bully and a liar. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if he has been sending threatening emails to scare off Elaine. Or even worse, hurt her.
All right, that's enough, Sally. This is me dad we're talking about, not some bloke that lives down the street. He brought me up and he fed me. Now you expect me to just stand there whilst you accuse him of God knows what and cut him out of my life? Well, I'm not going to do that. Not for you, not for anybody.
Eight of your favourite acts take to the stage tomorrow night. It's the semi-finals. Don't miss brand new Britain's Got Talent here at 8. Back to tonight and ahead of this weekend's big match on Sunday, looking at where and how the soccer aid money changes lives. We have a game of two halves with James Nesbitt coming up next.